What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Ticker Feed video, and welcome to the Ticker Feed family. For those that have never tuned into this channel, basically what I like to talk about is penny stocks and what's going on in the market just in general, as well as blue chips. So guys, I really do appreciate you tuning in. And so today what we're going to be talking about is ticker USAC, or United States Antimony Corporation. It's a penny stock. To me, so far, what I've seen, it's a pretty good company. But today, what we're going to be talking about is the company overall and what I think about it and the price prediction and what I think in the future it might turn into. So let's go ahead and get started. For those that don't know what antimony is, it's a chemical element with the symbol SB on the periodic chart. Now, it is found mainly in nature. Now, its compounds have been known since the ancient times and were powdered for use as medicine and cosmetics, often known by the Arabic name KOHL. Now, USAC, or United States Antimony Corporation, is a rapidly growing natural resource company that is increasing its raw material supply of antimony from properties in Mexico and third parties around the world. Now, USAC has produced various antimony products since 1969 and is a fully integrating mining, transportation, milling, smelting, and selling company, right? So you need to know this in order to understand the company as a whole, so you can decide on the market if this is a company you want to buy or buy more of. Now, USAC operates the only significant antimony smelter in the United States. Okay, that's a major positive. That's something that I want to hear, and it is in a sold-out condition. The company has proven experience in underground and open pit mining, flotation and gravimetric milling, crushing and screening, dry grinding, cyanide leaching, precious metal refining, and pyro metallurgy and marketing. Okay, so now operations include a smelter and a precious metal refinery in Montana, okay, and a smelter and 3 mills in Mexico. So they got 3 mills in Mexico and they got a refinery in Montana, okay? Now, 3 Mexican properties supply direct shipping or DSO or mill feed for the Mexican operations. Now, the property mill at Puerto Rico Blanco are being permitted to start gold and silver production that will supplement the antimony values and identify the company as a precious metal producer. Now, I wanted you to understand this so you can kind of, again, get a summary of the company. So later on, when you decide, when the market opens, you can buy the stock itself if that's what you want to do. Now, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just trying to give you as much information as possible so you can make the best decision. Now, last, USAC owns 100% of the Bear River Zeolite Corp mine in southeast Idaho that management regards as one of the best zeolite properties in the world due to its high cation exchange capacity, low sodium content, hardness, uniformity, high potassium content, large surface area, and low clay impurity content. So again, that is a mouthful, but that is a great summary of the company itself. Now let's continue to break down and see what we need to find out. Okay, so what you're looking at right here is their gross revenue. So this is going to be the corporate highlights. Now you can see at 2010, you've got $9 million. Now you fast forward 10 years later, you're looking at 8.2. So you can see with the trend line on this chart, right, on this bar graph, that you have an overall consensus of around $9 to $10 million. And so I wanted to point that out. Now in 2011 and 2016, they were hitting 13 million. And then 2015, another 13 million, 109,000. So again, between 10 to 13 million. So it is a penny stock. But again, the precious metals is not going away, and we do need to use it for multiple reasons. So let's continue to roll this ball. But honestly, right off the bat, just continuing to look through the website, I mean, I really like how transparent they are. I mean, they give you all the information that you want to know, all the way from 2010 to 2019. I mean, as you continue to scroll down, you'll see USAC common stock outstanding, right? Again, from 2010 to 2019, you've got 54 million. In 2019, now you're at 69 million. Okay, now look at the stock trading prices. 2010, you've got 0.52 with the high and the low. I mean, they really do break it down. I mean, they take the time to let you know exact information, and they're not hiding around the bush. Now, 2020, you've got 0.48 and 0.26, as well as the total stockholder equity. So in 2010, it's 4 million, 4.8 million, almost 4.9. And then you've got 2019, you've got 8.467 million. So again, I like the transparency. It allows you to know what the numbers are, which allows you to continue to break down this company as a whole. So for me, this is continued good news, and so that's what I want to see. Let's continue to look through this company. Okay, so for me personally, I wanted to know, what can you use anonymity for? I understand you've got these precious metals, but what specifically are they catering to? So it says, anonymity is considered to be a strategic metal in wartime applications, which include anonymity oxide used as flame retardant in plastics and textiles for vehicles and aircraft. Anonymity metal uses in storage batteries and in ordnance to harden lead, and anonymity trisulfide for primers in ordnance and rockets. Okay, so automatically when I first see flame retardant in plastics, or just flame retardant in general, I think of FRCs, flame retardant clothing, right? So that's going to be in any area where someone has an opportunity to work in locations where it's explosive or implosive or whatever the case is, something that you need to protect yourself from fire, right? So that's even the opportunity to be working in electricity. So that's something that I want to know. The other thing is, I see it says primers in rockets. So rockets, what's going on in there? So you got two major companies with Amazon and then Tesla. They're both producing, as well as Virgin Galactics. They're all three producing rockets, right, to send us to space, you know. And so to be able to maybe in the future try to tie bases with any of these companies would be major. So I like that as a possible catalyst. Now it says metal products including ammunition, transportation, and batteries. So for me, that's where the military is going to come in. And so that's going to be the government in a contract. So that's another catalyst for me, thinking in my thoughts, okay, that's a good opportunity. So if they can get a contract with that, the possibilities are endless, and it can be a reoccurring revenue stream. Now, ceramics and glass. Now you got to think, there's mirrors in every single house. There's mirrors in every single buildings. They're all over the place. So these precious metals allow an opportunity. So again, the uses of this for me is tenfold. So for more uses, what I've noticed throughout this website is that they've got rubber and polyurethane, or PU, which is a flame retardant with brominated hydrocarbon up to 10% anonymity oxide. So right off the bat, when I see epoxy, rubber, polyurethane, I think PPE, right? Personal protective equipment. I mean, so think about it. I mean, you've got to wear gloves. You need protection in chemical plants. You need protection with chemicals in general. I mean, if you check out the SDS, all those sections, you're going to see these type of materials that you need to use depending on what kind of chemical you're using. So, I mean, I think of universities, right? They need to wear those types of PPEs. So again, thumbs up on that. Then the other thing I see, it says flame retardant application for coatings and paints. Now it says paints can be made with flame retardant by providing a halogen, usually chlorinated or rubber, and 10% to 25% antimony trioxide. Additionally, antimony oxide is used as color fastener in paint subject to ultraviolet radiation that tends to deteriorate colors. As a color fastener, it is used in yellow striping on highways and in yellow paints for school buses. I mean, that's what I want to know, because we're continuing to develop roads. We're continuing to fix roads when there are issues, right? And so for the yellow paint in school buses, I mean, that's never going away. We use that in the DOT, right? So we use that as those lines on the roads themselves. And so for that application, I think that's amazing. Then you've got paper. Anonymity oxide and a suitable halogen are used to render paper flame retardant. Since anonymity oxide is insoluble in water, it has an added advantage over the flame retardant. So if you need paper that needs to last, to stay strong, I mean, that's another great application. Then last is the textiles, right? So it's got the fibers and halogenated polyesters are rendered flame retardant by using anonymity oxide. So, I mean, again, guys, you've got paint, paper, textile, rubber, right? PPE. I mean, the yellow paint's on roads. I mean, these are all good news and great catalysts that I feel like these are the applications that is going to either skyrocket the penny stock itself or just give that opportunity. So let's go ahead and look at the chart. So currently it's at $1.34, which is really low, which means you can buy an abundant amount. Now the 52-week high is $2.56 with the 52-week low of 22 cents. So for $1.34, that's a pretty good happy medium for me. I mean, it previously closed at $1.34 and it opened at $1.27. But if you're looking at the trend line itself, I mean, it's pretty volatile, which is common with penny stocks, right? But all it takes is one catalyst and it's going to skyrocket, and it gives people an opportunity to either buy in more or collect their returns, average down, whatever the case is. With the penny stock and being so volatile, it gives a lot of advantages, right? And so for me, again, with the information and the fundamentals that it has, I like it a lot. And so for me, this is a green company, and I like it. So again, looking at the actual trend line itself, you can see that it's hovering at that $1.30 $1.20 type range, right? And so it's continuing to go up and down, but I mean, that's what you want to see. So overall, I mean, it's gonna have its days, especially here recently in the past month or so with the correction. But to me, it's a really good company. So please let me know if you own the stock itself, or if you're thinking of buying into it. I'm super curious, and I always enjoy the comments, so I really do appreciate it. And as always, guys, welcome to the Ticker Feed family.